That's right. Let's go. Hi, this is Eric Martin with BoardGameGeek. I'm here with designer James Ernest from Cheap Ass Games, looking at Kill Dr. Lucky, your 19.5th anniversary edition. I'm not sure exactly
we say 19
that.
and a half anniversary, but that was even harder to type.
Half?
So 19 and a half anniversary edition.
Yes, a lot of spitting involved there. And we're still trying to kill Dr. Lucky. I don't know if you want to talk about what's new here. I mean, I know that the goal, of course, is to be the one to finally off him.
Yeah, Kill Dr. Lucky
for whatever
is,
reason you want to assign.
It was a title first.
Right.
Like, I was driving across town. I was thinking about trying to sell games. This is before I was starting Cheap Ass. And the name just came into my head. And it's reminiscent of Clue, but really, in my head, it was reminiscent of a short story that I had done in college. I didn't have writing classes in college, but my spare time I spent writing. I did a short story called The Butler Wore Black, which was a murder spoof. And in the first chapter of that, the detective character is like grilling all of the suspects. The victim is still alive, but he's like, this is why you want to kill him, and this is why you want to kill him.
Is anyone helping this guy?
And this is why you want to kill him, and here's your backstory and whatever. And in chapter 2, like, the lights go out for like a minute, and they all get together and build like a gallows and like hang him before the lights come back on, right?
All right.
So like, that was in my head. The title Kill Dr. Lucky came in and like, that's perfect. He's so lucky. You try to kill him again and again, and you can't, right? So by the time I arrived at my destination, I had the board game, like, I have to make this. So that's the story. Everyone wants to kill him. It's very hard to kill him, so you're going to try a lot, and you're going to fail a lot, and eventually he's going to die. Okay. And yeah, we've been doing that for 19 and a half years.
Okay.
Let's see. So, I don't know, I didn't pick the right colors. You're orange, blue.
Red and green. There we go.
Green, all right. The basic mechanics of the game are moving around the mansion and trying to get in a place where you cannot be seen.
Right. There must be no witnesses while
and
you're
that's
trying
relevant
to kill him.
not just for killing him, but in the new edition also for drawing cards.
Okay.
We can talk a little bit about changes that have happened in the new edition.
Right.
Overall, what we've done is just streamlined the game. We've made it play better. We've taken out the wrinkliest wrinkles, and we've added
new wrinkles?
New, better wrinkles, I think.
Okay.
The first edition of Kill Dr. Lucky had some mechanical problems. We overlooked them because it sold anyway. Right. But as a better game designer now, after 19 years, I'm like, okay, let's unoverlook those and fix it. In the old game, well, in both games, if you're in a room if Dr. Lucky moves into a room with you, it becomes your turn.
Right.
It's sort of a key mechanic because it's how you lie in wait and he doesn't walk past you. And every turn he takes one step along his number chain. So if I'm in 16 and he's in 15, between turns he goes to 16, he makes it my turn.
Right.
In the old game, you could take a move, draw a card,
and he would follow you.
And he would follow you, and you could take a move and draw a card, and he would follow you, and you would get a whole bunch of turns and a whole bunch of cards. And people who didn't understand what was going on were like, okay, what? And the game was really about exploiting the lucky train. The problem with that was the card drawing, and so the way we changed the rules was to qualify to draw a card, you have to be someplace where nobody can see you.
Okay.
So now even when you're not just trying to kill Dr. Lucky, but anywhere, anytime, sightlines go through the doorways, perpendicular, so the drawing room can't see diagonally into the billiard room. If I end my turn in the billiard room right now, I am allowed to draw a card.
Right.
If I end up my turn in the dining hall, I'm not allowed to draw a card because you guys can see me. And if I'm walking along in front of Dr. Lucky, he can see me. So I can drag him a long way. I can drag him even farther in this game, actually. But I can't draw a handful of cards, so it's really just one glorified move.
Okay.
Right? That hiding to draw cards kind of improves the tactics of the game because you're not only hiding when you want to kill him, you're kind of hiding all the time.
Right. Okay. While you make plans.
Something else we did,
okay.
if we're playing with 4 players, we would actually have shut off one of the wings, and we do that by just putting cards over those rooms.
Right.
And that means the house is a little bit tighter and we're a little bit, closer together. The cards have changed a little bit, the mix of cards in the deck. We took a hint from Get Lucky, and we do have luck on the cards now. It used to be that failure cards is how you stop someone from killing him, right? If I make a 7-point murder attempt, everyone else has to contribute luck and add up to 7 or else I win.
Right.
And that luck used to be synonymous with the failure cards. Now, the luck is the 4-leaf clovers, and they appear on all the card types. Not on every card, but on every card type. So that we took that from the card game. What's that? Yes. Failure, you are stupid, stupid, stupid.
Yes.
It's actually part of the bluffing game of figuring out how much luck everybody has left in their hands.
Yes.
When they play failure cards, that's what they're for. But when they have to start playing good cards, move cards and weapon cards to get the luck, you're like, okay, they're starting to get starved out. We need to start paying attention to that. The whole game is really about pulling cards out of other people's hands, keeping the luck for yourself. So if you make a murder attempt,
right.
I might have luck, but I'll pass that to somebody else and say, no, I'm holding on to these cards.
They fall
right?
on the sword.
Right.
You.
They have. At some point, they have to. Something else about this. In the Paizo edition, there was a mechanic called Spite, which was when you make a murder attempt and fail, you get stronger. And they track that with tokens. We just track it with cards because we don't need to recycle the discard pile anymore. The game is faster, and if we get to the bottom of the deck, we just say lights out, sight lines don't matter. Keep playing, but it won't take long. So when you make a murder attempt and fail, you can just take one of those cards that was played on that murder attempt and stick it under your character, and that's a +1.
Okay.
So from now on, I'm worth a base value of 2. If I fail again, I'm worth a base value of 3, and that encourages early murder attempts.
Yes, it rewards you.
Yeah,
to
you can get really strong failing a lot.
Okay. Look at
It's a lot cleaner. I think the board is easier to read. I like the new art on the board. All the character art is new.
There's something else to show too.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's right. So one of the many improvements in this game is there's an alternate board on the back. This is the Lucky Bed and Breakfast, I think. It's based on a real place. It's the old Consulate Inn in Port Townsend, Washington, and that's where we shoot our videos for Kill Dr. Lucky. Okay. Now, of course, it's not exactly like this, but it's reminiscent of this. And part of the design here is this is a couple extra rooms. It's 4 extra rooms altogether, so it's for a bigger group.
Right.
The staircases upstairs and downstairs are just basically treated as connected. And also, it's designed to fold in half, so for a smaller group, this is another way to make the board smaller. You can play 3 or 4 players upstairs, or 2. You can play small 2, 3, 4, 5 players downstairs, or you can open it up for up to 8.
Right. All right. It's a nice touch.
Yeah. Obviously it's all the same room names, but rearranged and different sight lines. A little more intricate, a little more complicated, less symmetrical, and a neat way to mix it up when you are tired of the main board. We also figured out you can fold the main board in half like that and play on it, but I've never actually tried that.
All right. So it's all right.
So that's the new Kill Dr. Lucky.
All right. It's a very nice looking package.
I saw a review online. Someone said, I'm disappointed in one thing, that one of the character cards that's on the back of the box is not actually in the game. And it's because he didn't realize that they're double-sided.
Okay.
He actually fanned him in front of the camera. He's like, it's not here. And I'm like, yes, that's the back of it right there.
All right.
So that's one more improvement. And these character cards don't have any special abilities or anything on them. They're all flavor text.
Right.
They're just telling you who you are and why you want to kill him. But we are talking about doing just a little booster of new characters that actually do have abilities. There's a lot of play space left still in this game.
Right.
So that'll be cool.